All right, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get a trio of good news after a huge win. If you're new to the channel, we are Detroit Lions fans, but we have this channel talking about teams that just don't get the love nationally, teams overlooked by the national media. Tampa Bay being one of those. Detroit, used to be as well. So that's why we started this channel. Okay, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, three huge things. First thing is the Atlanta Falcons lost afterwards. You're 6-6. Even after that just really rough stretch, here you are tied atop the division. You couldn't be happier at 6-6. You beat a divisional opponent who sneakily the Carolina Panthers were kind of like not in it still, but they weren't totally out of it. And now they kind of are. So now it's Buccaneers Falcons, like for the division. Let's do this. That's good news number one. Good news number two. I've talked about him a lot, but you found a really hard thing to find, and that is a really good running back. And so to be able to find Bucky Irving is huge. And he ran the ball 25 times for 152 yards and a score. He had three catches for 33 yards, a complete back. And it's just hard to find these guys just because the college game has changed so much where you're trying to, you're just not running it like you once did in college. And so to find this guy, huge, because you got the quarterback, you got a running back, like you've got now offensively very, very solid. That's good news number two. Good news number three. I'll give you a bonus one real quick before I get into the last good news. Your schedule with Vegas coming up, and this is what we talked about leading into this game, was, man, I know you've just went through 4 weeks of heartbreak, but look at these next three opponents. Well, you've won 2 out of the 3. The good news again is that you've got Vegas and Carolina again. So bad news is you've lost to Atlanta twice. Good news is you had Carolina twice, right? So like an easier team. But you saw, I mean, there's no easy teams, but you know what I'm saying? This is not, you're not playing Lions, Bills, Chiefs the next 3 weeks. So you got to be excited about that. That was the bonus one. Good news number 3 is well, 2 things. But by the way, let me know in the comments who gets your game ball for this game. Is it Bucky? Is it Anthony Nelson stripping the ball? And that was my next thing. I was like, Anthony Nelson strips the ball, saves the season. They were in field goal range. They're thinking to themselves, let's run a couple more plays, kind of see what happens. And you strip the ball from them, go down, score, win, save the season. You're at 6-6. So Anthony Nelson gets my game ball. But that was the good news, was you've saved your season. With the Falcons' loss, with winning 2 in a row, the Falcons not only lose, but just look like, what are you doing? Where's the juice? Is there any juice in you? So who knows what happens to them going forward? So if you're a Buccaneers fan, you look up today after losing 5 out of 6 or 6 out of 7 or something crazy. You look up today and you're atop the division, tied with the Falcons. You've got a quarterback that you can say anything you want. He wins, and he's going to be exciting. He can do exactly what he did last year. He can do that year after year. Fight, get you, win the division, home playoff game, and then win that game, and then go to that next game. And that's always going to be a tough game. It's going to be like last year. It's going to be a Detroit. It's going to be Philly. It's going to be tough, but so what? Give me this all year. You look at other teams that just don't have quarterbacks, and it's so frustrating and hard. That's like, come on. So you just got to be super pumped. Also, you got to be pumped. Chase McLaughlin missed a field goal. I know that, but man, 4 out of 5. He's only missed 3 field goals all year. That's nice to have a really good, reliable kicker. I mean, gee whiz. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know who gets your game ball. And then let me just pull something else up here really quick. The Tampa Bay Bucs I've got a couple things that's going to happen. So, all right, here we go. I love this. So I found like best and worst graded from this from the Panthers game. Mike Evans, what's up? PFF grade 88. Tristan Wirfs, 86. Bucky Irving, no surprises here. But your right guard, Cody Mock. Is that how you say it? You got to, okay, so he had an 80 PFF grade. And so I want to talk about that real quick. Your offensive line, it's not bad. I know, like, are they dominant? No, but man, kind of like your defense is like, we can just be in games and we can do what we need to with this offensive line, with this defense. Now from the kind of the negative of it was Baker Mayfield, man, he didn't seem as fully under control this game, right? It just felt like, or not under control, but in control. He wasn't in control as you would like from the quarterback position, but still managed it enough, made plays when he had to get him in overtime winning position twice. So I like Baker Mayfield. Never used to. I'm just telling you. I am telling you. Love the guy now. A couple injuries, defensive starters. There's KJ Britt sprained his ankle, and Mike Edwards is getting MRI on his hamstring. So questionable on those guys. We'll see. Baker Mayfield is sore, but should be able to play. So, man, I think you play your best going forward now, and who cares about the rest of the season? All you're trying to do in that beginning part of the season is just not like totally get out of a chance to get in the playoffs, because like you're building, and now you finally have this window here where it's like, all right, let's play our best in December. In January, we'll see. Like, right? We'll see if we make the playoffs, and if we do, let's go. And who cares? You're not going to be the number 1 seed, so that's the only team that gets the bye. So it's like, let's win the division, get a home playoff game, and do the exact same formula we did last year. Make a couple plays on that tough road game that we would have. And this team's all the way in the NFC Championship game. Like, that's how, not easy, but that's how it can happen. The formula is there for the Buccaneers. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who gets your game ball? Make sure you subscribe if you haven't to our channel. We talk about the Buccaneers quite a bit. We've been talking about them for a couple of years just because we're like, nobody really pays attention to them, and they're just solid year after year with Baker Mayfield here. So let me know your thoughts, and we'll see all of you on the next one.